Hi friends, I have another craft for you today. Today we are going to make some canvas banners. Look, isn't that awesome? And this is chalkboard paint. So see how it says summer? I can erase it. I can change it up. I can slide the pendants off of the twine. And so I could use 10 of these or 3 of these, whatever I want to say, so I can use it through all my seasons. Just super excited about this. So let's get started. All right, so you will need some canvas. So I am using a drop cloth that I picked up at a hardware store. So for like $6, got a piece of, I cut it already smaller, and that's what I'm using. You can iron it or you can steam it to get the wrinkles out of it. Cutting out these shapes. This is 3 3/4 by 8 1/2. I have a template if you want to message me and I'll send it to you. Canvas cuts really easy. So I'm just cutting out a strip to show you. I love the color. All the earth tones. And who'd have thought that you could do this with some fabric from the hardware store. So I have some straight pins and I am going to pin this on and just cut out my shape. So you pick out however many that you want. And it is so neat that you can just change up your letters. You can erase it. This is just chalk on the chalkboard paint. So I am just pinning this on so it doesn't slide on me too much. I went ahead and steamed it just to get the big wrinkles out, but I like the roughness of it myself. So I'm going to cut that on this. Maybe I can keep my scraps out of the way, and I'm just trimming it up. They also have those really neat rotary cutters that would probably work well with this. But these are fabric scissors. I'm not positive about just regular scissors. But the canvas isn't very thick at all. I mean, it's not much thicker than if you're using some fleece. So, shouldn't be an issue. So I'm just cutting this off. Like so. Trimming it up. And it's like a pendant shape. Those pennants. I think I'm saying that right. The things you hang up with sports. Teams, logos on them. That worked pretty well. And that's it. Take off my pins. You could trace it if you want and then cut it out. I find this easier. And see, there we go. So then the next step would be get another scrap piece of paper. And this is 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. And you place it on your pennant. And that's where the black is going to be. So a couple of options here. I am using spray paint chalkboard paint. There is also chalkboard paint that comes in a bucket, so you could use a sponge brush and paint it. So if I were using that, I would take a pencil, I would trace this, and then take a sponge brush and I would paint the black on there. I'm using spray paint. So what I'm going to do is use painter tape. So I've placed the piece of paper where I'm going to have the black chalkboard where I want it on the, just remember something. Where I want it on the canvas. And then I'm going to put this tape on it and spray paint. So I'm getting a little bit of the sticky off you know, painter's tape is great, and it's just going to peel right off, so it's not going to stay on there forever. But where we cut the canvas, it does fray on the ends, which again, I like, but this will control it. So if I just get some of the sticky off first, so it's not quite as sticky, then it'll slide off better. So you just prepare your paint area. That's what I'm doing. Get some of this sticky off. So remember, this area, the dimensions that I'm using is 3 3/4 by 8 1/2 is the pennant. And I do have a template of that. If you want it, just message me. And this inside part is 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. Make sure that's straight. And that's it. My paper's finished. So if I'm doing multiples of these, I would do one first, and then I would put my second one beside it so I can measure where I want it. Make sure they're all even, or at least close to even. Then I just spray paint this. So I would put this on cardboard or something, place it outside, and spray paint. You need to do 2 or 3 coats. You need to put like a minute between to let it dry a little bit. Just spray it, wait a minute, spray it. So I did 3 for each one of these. And then after it dries, you just peel this back off. And I started with my points, and it just peels right off, and it won't fray much at all because I took the extra sticky off. And then I would spray paint this, but we're not going to do that today because of time. So I am going to pull this off. See how easy it just comes right off? See how it frayed a little bit, but not much. And then, ta-da, can you see the chalkboard? It wouldn't be there. So the next thing you do is you turn it upside down. So we're going to pretend this has my chalkboard on it. And we're going to turn it upside down, and you put a little dab of hot glue to flip over the top. So it's going to go at the very top on the points. So maybe you can see it better on my pennant. You put a little dot of glue here and a little dot of glue on here, and then you fold it over, hold it down, and it will seal for use. That's what we're going to do right here. Put a little dot here, a little dot here, and you do this on the back. Then you just flip it over, hold it down for a second, and it's creating a little pocket so you can put your twine through. I used a embroidery needle, and I just threaded my twine, and after I had all of my pennants out and I spelled my summer, I just threaded through. I threaded my needle and threaded through, and this is what I got. Isn't it awesome? I love this. So it really does wipe off on canvas. It's not wiping off as clear as a regular chalkboard. Of course, a regular chalkboard leaves dust, right? So it does wipe off, but what you'll need to do is get a wet rag. So you wipe it off first, and then you get a rag wet, and just dab it, and it comes right off. Because I already did it. I tested it for you, and it does work. So that's with the spray paint, chalk paint. I know the ones that come in a little bucket are awesome too. So that might actually erase better than the spray paint one, but I'm not sure because I haven't done that one. But there you go. That's it. Super easy, inexpensive, very cute. Just slide this off and you can put a different one on and you're good to go. That's it. Thanks for joining me. Hope you make your own. I'll see you next time.